Hi, it's Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Tesla report. I see that we still have that Apple insignia on there. That will come off soon. We had a problem with one of the documents and we had to, well, it's a long story. Anyway, this is the daily Tesla report for Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. And please click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out a great deal, believe it or not. And also share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues. I am going to jump into the big picture very quickly, very briefly. Just remind you, we had a long-term sell signal early December that then indicated this area here that is presently in the 92.35 to 90 to 104.05 region. We came off of that nicely. After coming off of that, this area has once again been anticipated as a 3 to 5 week target. We're a solid 3 weeks into this, and we may see this upper area sooner than later. And in fact, yesterday, that is Monday, we opened above this formation that today is at 132.14. It was at 134 and change. We obviously held above it. There's also a long-term trend line. We actually opened right inside that crevice, if you will. It was in the 134 to 135 handle. We obviously rallied out of it. We have a secondary buy signal. This was anticipated. There was the possibility, as I've been saying, that we could top out in this zone in the 132.14 to 135.52 region, specifically that 135.52 trend line. I'd mentioned how we may top out there for a full week and fall back into the upper 110s within a week or two of doing so, taking a look at different trend time horizons. But, yesterday's activity and settlement above this zone, 132.14 to 135.52, has signaled our objective. Our 3 to 5 week objective is likely to be realized now, I'm going to say over the next 3 to 5 days. Now, there is a resistance level on the way up today at 151.10. And this is a respectable 2 week, almost 3 week channel top that can contain daily buying pressures. We may fall off from here for a day or two, perhaps, back into this 132.14 to 132.52 area. All the minor points have been carefully chosen, well suited for aggressive day traders, those who like to scalp 2 to 3 point moves throughout the day. Each one of these points is legitimate, but it is 151.10. That is the most aggressive short sale of the day. Or if you happen to be long from yesterday and your time horizon is just say 1 to 2 days out, 151.10 is your spot to take profits. But if your time horizon is 3 to 5 days or more, yesterday's development should yield this targeted 158.15 to 166.56 region within 3 to 5 days. And that is, once again, on the weekly chart, it's a little different, 157.39 to 165.50. The daily chart is dropping, obviously, daily, and so it will more closely correspond with the weekly resistance. If we close today above 151.10, the 158.15 level is likely tomorrow, and that is once again the beginning of that targeted zone. And I'll go back to that weekly chart that may well contain buying through February. From here, we could fall back to not only retest those lows from about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but even continue south to this channel bottom again that is presently 92.35 to 104.05. So I guess what I'm saying here, if your time horizon is not 3 to 5 days, I've been mentioning the swing trading, but more like 1 to 2 months out, this is your area for taking profits if you happen to be buying this market a few weeks ago. And it also, if you're comfortable playing the short side, that it could be going short the stock, that could be buying out of the money puts, say 90 or 100 out of the money puts. Where is that chart again? There it is. This 92.35 is dropping at a pretty decent pace, as is the 104.05 intermediate channel structure. So, once we test, assuming we test this 150s, 160s, pick your spot, as I've already shown, then you could scout out, say, 90 or even 80 out of the money puts, because this is dropping at such a rate that by the time we could conceivably fall to it, we would be in the 80s, perhaps. Now, there's no certainty, of course, that we would fall off. It's just that this is a big, important area. This is a long-term price ceiling. And if we happen to close above 165.50 at the end of a week, because this is a weekly chart, then it is this channel top that I will then begin calling out as our next 2 to 3 month objective. 260.93 dropping. I've been mentioning how the 230s, 240s would be the objective within 2 or 3 months, and this channel top is dropping into that zone over the next 2 or 3 months. So closing above 165.50, above 165.50 on Friday. No good reason to be short Tesla or playing the short side as we move into the second quarter. In fact, as I was saying a few weeks ago, not until we close above 165.50 at the end of any week am I comfortable calling a good long-term low for Tesla. Until then, this market remains susceptible to falling off again to this channel structure here over the following month or two of testing this area. Hi, if you enjoy watching our daily Tesla report, you'll love our daily Triple Q and SPY reports. They're presented in the same 5 to 10 minute video format. Our daily SPY and Triple Q analysis provides directional market signals that are correlated with highly specific price support and resistance levels. Whether your trading time horizon is short or longer term, we promise you a distinctive edge in your trading of the SPY and Triple Q. We offer a 5-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. So go to wickedstocks.com right now and start receiving your daily SPY and daily Triple Q reports today. So I think I've covered the upside pretty well. We are bullish through the rest of the week and into next, above 132.14 to 135.52. This is your bottom picking zone, above which 158.15 to 166.56 changing daily. This is daily chart resistance, likely by the end of next week or sooner. And that sooner, of course, would come if we settle today above 151.10. So let's take a look at the downside. Like, what if we do close today back below 132.14? Well, not only do we have a good low for, or a good high for the week, but the market should pivot aggressively south. I'm going to say 117.82. Now, I show 128.52 here today, just in case things get really ugly and we break 132.14. 128.52 could contain the balance of the daily selling pressures. But once again, if we settle back below that 132.14 channel top, then I do think 117.82 becomes our next 3 to 5 day downside objective. So closing below 132.14, the 3 to 5 day swing trade then reverses. Right now it's bullish into the 150s, 160s. If we close below 132.14, it reverses into the 117.82 area. This is a rising 2/3 speed line, a new one based on yesterday's high, can contain selling through next week. From here we can recover again, perhaps back into the 150s, 160s within 2 to 3 weeks of doing so. But it would be a settlement, by the way, and I'll finish with this, a settlement below 117.82 that would signal another test of this structure here in the 92.35 to 104.05 region. And that would be, I would say, as I come back to this chart, within 2 or 3 weeks. Could be much faster, could be within a week or two. But this area, remember, is dropping on a weekly basis. So if we close below 117.82, I give this a 2 to 3 week objective as it continues to drop through time. And this area able to contain selling then through February into March. And from here, we could rally back into this zone. We could trade inside this widening wedge for months to come. And once again, if we settle any week, this week, for instance, out above 165.50, good long-term low within 2 to 3 months, expecting the 230s, 240s. I'm going to leave it at that for, and actually I'm going to leave you with this chart. No, I'm going to leave you with the bullish chart because I think this is the likelier outcome. I'll leave you with this for today. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow with Wednesday's Daily Tesla Report. You have a great evening, and we will talk soon.